Hello everyone, welcome back to the World Conflict Monitor channel. Please subscribe to my channel for more updates and deep analysis. Today we are diving into one of the most puzzling and controversial stories to ever come out of South Asia, a mystery that continues to baffle analysts, governments, and even eyewitnesses, India's biggest airdrop mystery. This story is not just about a strange military operation, but also about the political climate, the secrecy of intelligence agencies, and the unanswered questions that surround one of the most dramatic incidents in India's modern history. In summary, the event revolves around a mysterious airdrop that took place in India during a tense period of political and military maneuvering. Reports suggested that a foreign aircraft flew into Indian airspace undetected, dropped a large cache of weapons in a remote area, and then escaped without interception. This sparked an enormous investigation, huge speculation in the media, and raised doubts about India's defense preparedness. Questions quickly piled up. Who organized this airdrop? Why did it happen? How did the aircraft manage to evade radar detection? And most importantly, who was supposed to receive the weapons? From the exterior perspective, the story looks like a classic case of a breach of national security. An aircraft enters a sovereign nation's skies, unloads dangerous cargo, and disappears before the military can respond. For India, a country with strong ambitions of regional power and security dominance, this was an embarrassing incident. Externally, it painted a picture of a gap in air defense systems and exposed vulnerabilities that adversaries could easily exploit. For the international community, this event raised red flags about arms smuggling, covert intelligence operations, and possible connections to insurgent groups operating within or around India. Inside the story, or the interior details, things become even stranger. The cache of weapons was discovered in a remote village, neatly packed, and clearly not meant for random use. The locals who first stumbled upon the crates were terrified, and the police immediately sealed the area. Investigations revealed that the weapons were advanced and foreign-made, sparking theories about foreign intelligence services trying to destabilize the region. The short but shocking discovery inside the heart of India triggered waves of suspicion. Was it meant for insurgent groups in the northeast, for rebel factions, or as part of a larger plan involving international players? When we analyze the performance side of this mystery, we see how the entire defense machinery of India was tested in real time. The performance of the air defense network came under scrutiny, with many critics arguing that radars and surveillance systems failed at a critical moment. The performance of intelligence agencies was also called into question. How did such an operation go undetected until the weapons were literally lying on the ground? At the same time, some saw this as a deliberate intelligence play, where the failure itself might have been staged to expose networks or lure hidden actors into the open. In terms of safety features, or rather the lack of them, the event highlighted a disturbing weakness in India's national security. Citizens began to wonder how safe they really were if an unidentified aircraft could fly in, drop weapons, and vanish. For the military, this was a wake-up call to upgrade radar coverage, enhance night vision tracking, and coordinate better between Air Force, Army, and intelligence. Safety was not just about physical protection but about the psychological trust the people place in their defense system. After the incident, reforms and safety measures were introduced, but the memory of that breach never fully disappeared. The unique selling points of this story are what make it stand out in history. Unlike a conventional military confrontation, this was a shadowy operation that nobody fully claimed responsibility for. It sits at the crossroads of espionage, insurgency, and military intelligence. It revealed how complex the geopolitics of South Asia really is, where borders, rebel movements, and foreign powers all intersect in unpredictable ways. The uniqueness also lies in the fact that the incident remains unsolved. Even decades later, no one has provided a complete explanation. This uncertainty makes it one of the most captivating mysteries for historians, defense analysts, and journalists alike. Now, if we compare it to a product with a price, the cost of this mystery was enormous. It cost India's defense establishment its confidence for a time, it cost the government its reputation in handling security breaches, and it raised the price of complacency in national defense. The cost also came in the form of increased spending on radar technology, intelligence networks, and air force modernization in the years that followed. Politically, it came at the price of debates in parliament, blame games between parties, and long-lasting suspicion among different branches of the state. In conclusion, India's biggest air-drop mystery is not just a strange story of unidentified planes and dropped weapons. It is a symbol of how fragile national security can be, how complex intelligence games are played, and how even a single incident can expose massive weaknesses in a country's defense system. It reminds us that in a world of constant surveillance, unseen players still find ways to test borders and challenge authority. For India, it was both a humiliation and a turning point, a moment that forced the nation to look inward, strengthen its defenses, and confront the reality that shadows of war can fall even in times of peace. This mystery remains open-ended, and that is perhaps why it continues to capture global attention. Was it an accident? Was it a secret operation gone wrong? Was it a deliberate attempt to destabilize India from within? No one truly knows, and until the real answers emerge, the airdrop mystery will remain one of the greatest unsolved chapters in India's modern history.